made your own path through these hills. Tasted the fresh water of our lakes, our rivers. You've been on the water with friends at sunrise and helped the locals long past sunset. But you just keep coming back. At this spot, you got a pretty good idea what's lurking beneath the surface. But there's only one way to find out. Whether it's the one you write home about or the one that gets away, that feeling is what gets you hooked. That whether it's your first time or your 100th time, you never know what you're gonna catch until it's caught. Call of the Wild, the Angler.
Right, bear with me for a couple of minutes, so I've screwed up here. YouTube didn't want to work just now, so I had to reboot the PC, because that's the only way to get the damn thing to work sometimes. Right, so today we are going to be more kind of Taimen fishing to build up the score a bit more. Last time I was on, a couple of episodes ago, we did get the legendary again. Can't remember what one it was actually, but Subsistance, or what the fucking hell it's called. Yeah, I've been home about an hour and a half. I've been out shopping today, getting some food and drinks in. I only had a couple of cans of my favourite cold drink, so I bought another 6 tins of that. That should last me nearly a week. So I only tend to try to drink one a day now. Used to drink 2 a day, but now I drink 1 a day. Right, so yeah, we're gonna. I'm gonna fish Taimen, but I want to try something else out first before we do that. Let me go into Apex, make sure that's turned off. Yeah, let's put Do Not Disturb on. All players off. Set it midday. We did try to go onto the Spanish map and try to get the legendary on there, but had no luck. I was watching Dee's channel yesterday, D Survival, I think it's called, and he was trying to get the same thing as well, but had no joy whatsoever. Right, so we're going to leave the boat here, but we are going to try and see what we can catch off the shore. If we can get some big Taimen on the shoreline, then I might start fishing now. If we don't, it means going back to the boat and yeah, well, I say shoreline, but we're going to go on the pier. Let's see what we get. So I would like to try and use 2 rods. We use that one first. And we're not going to use that at the moment because we need to step back a bit. See that's bullshit, that is. The float is like, they need to fix this, man, and they need to fucking fix it quick. And then we're gonna do chuck one out with sausage on. And the other one will go as and let's see what we can get here, if anything. And while we're waiting, so you can't even, oh no, I was going to say you can't even zoom in on the damn thing sometimes. We've got something on the egg. Little koi. Bond's baby koi. Now this is a very small. So I'm pressing them and it don't even fucking work sometimes. Hello Arma, how's it going? And we've got 2 different types of fish there. So we will go back to the boat over there in a minute. I just wanted to see if we can get any Taimen here. Now, there is 2 ways. What's that fish? Hard to see what they are. That's the koi we just got there. Magoids. Right, so let's wait until. Oh, they have already done. Didn't catch nothing on these anyway. Right, back to the boat, which is over there. Now, I'm kind of doing a lot more Taimen fishing, so I want to get to level 90, which is going to take a while to do. Probably still going to take a couple of weeks to get there, depending on how long I'll go on and stay on the game for, and how many Taimen we get, because like Taimen is a better fish to get for more pointage, more score points, and sometimes decent money as well. Now the thing being is, I could do float fishing and just keep bringing up all the smaller ones and just keep building up score that way, or we could do bottom feed and get some bigger ones. So what we're going to do first is we're going to do some float fishing, top feeding. Might take a little while for them to come up anyway. And then we'll do some bottom feeding. So we've got one coming in now, but that's only going to be a small bronze. Pretty sure of it. See, we can keep getting 6, 8, 10,000, 2,000, 1,000, 101, whatever scores, and they will all eventually build up. But thing being is that if you do bottom feed, you will get like the bigger ones. Well, there's a nice big one there. You will get some of the bigger ones coming in, which can give you up to like 20, 30,000 as a silver or even a gold. But the best thing to do, which I found to do, is to start off with float feeding, let them start coming up to the surface, and then slowly and eventually, go away you, you're too small. Slowly and eventually and gradually, there's a big one. So these are going to be pretty big ones, and they're going to take the time to get in. Now these silvers ain't going to hold on your rods all that good. I have had like silver snap this line a few times. You know, I've been £38 line, I think. And red silvers always go on to like 75. Now you start bringing them in, and they like to like 30s, 25, 30s, and they drag you out again. And I also found another way to bring these in. Don't keep your finger on the reeling in button. Just let them calm down, and they should hopefully be able to bring them in a little bit quicker that way, but it's not always a guarantee. So as soon as it goes up to like a grey, Not all the time, they will pull you out a little bit more again. But as soon as it starts going grey, like now, you can bring them in a bit quicker. But as soon as you bring them in, they start going out again. So, you know, it's a bit of a awkward situation. Like sometimes you can just keep dragging it in, hoping the line don't snap. But with these silvers, you know, I think you might be better off doing bottom feeding, unless you keep getting like a lot of bronzes. But for bronzes, you need to change your hook. Still use the same feed. Like I'm using red worm. Then you see it will keep dragging you out, and it does get kind of annoying. You know, I've had some of these silvers take me out over 300 feet. No, I mean over 300 feet. 330, 350. And then snap, your line's gone. And I don't know, it's the strength of the line. No point too much pressure on it, or you only got 300 feet of line, I don't know. So I'll show you what I mean. When this one comes in, if we can get the buggering about even snapping the line. Sometimes you come in so close that you can press X and suddenly jump out again. It's not the one I thought it was. I thought it was going to be the one with the pink back. But sometimes you get the secure catch and suddenly you just like fly out again. So that was a 66 pound, alright. Now, what I'm using on here is the 79.37 rod. I'm using a 30 pound reel because that's the only biggest reel I've got for float fishing. 38 pound line. I thought I could get a 44 on it, but I don't think I can for some reason. Normal float, size 3 hook and red worm. Now on the bottom feed one, I've got an 88.18 pound rod. I've got a 28 pound reel, 44 pound line. I can change that to a 3 if I want to, which I think I will do if I've got another 3, which I don't even have a 2. So what's my other reel? That's 7. No, we might as well go back to the fishing tackle shop. No, actually, this one, that's a 28, 44, size 2 hook. I've not really bothered with this one much. I have caught a Taimen on here, but don't really use them that much. And I think I was using that one now. Let's just try that quickly. We're chucking a little bit of bait out. Hold on a minute. Is that a... that's a worm. So we might get something better on that one. Medium. I don't know if that's the top or bottom. This one sinks. That's a 44 reel. So I don't know. So that's a spinner, and that's bait caster. That's £33.9, so that will definitely snap. So what we're going to do is we will try that one. And that's got £44.9 on. So is that one. Actually, we can swap the hook over to a 4. That one, I'll put a 1 on. No, hang on. I want worm on it. I think that might need to be a 3 or 4. Use a 4. 44, 28. That's a 44. No, I don't think you can actually use. Yeah, practically all 28s. But we've got a 44 line on that one. And 44 on that one. So we're going to use the second one, I think. Size 2 hook. I don't really, if I'm bottle feeding and I fling it out and just like let it float down. Yeah, this is what I normally do. I just chuck out a couple bits of sausage, say about there. Get the rod out. And I just let it sink. Now usually I catch the fish, either at the bottom, sometimes I'll leave that longer. If I don't get it within like a minute and a half in real time, then I start bringing it up slowly, because I have caught more decent fish. Like you can see 101.9 feet there. I sometimes bring it up between 15 and 20 feet, and I caught some really big fish that way. But I caught a couple of big ones, where it's been laying at the bottom. Just takes a lot more time to bring it in, that's all. And if I don't think I'm getting any bites after a certain time, I'll just kind of like jig it a few times, hoping that might attract anything below. And if that don't work, then I start bringing it up slowly, like 10 feet at a time or something. So that's why I want to keep fishing in Taimen, because you get a lot bigger score, and quite a bit of cash, like $300-400, well $300-400 cash in game. if you get a good heavy size silver or even a gold, you're talking about well over 20-30 thousand score points. But I'll be honest with you, I usually bring it up slowly and gradually. There we go. Might not, oh hang on, it might be a big one. That could be pretty sizable. Even though I've got like £44.9, I've had my 9 snapped a couple of times. No, it's probably a pretty sizable silver, but they still take a hell of a long time to bring in. So apparently like 95 feet out, but 31 feet deep. So you're going to take a bit of time to bring in, but it's going to be guaranteed to be a silver. No, it could even be a gold, but I don't know. No, even with a bottom feed, with a £44.9, I've had line snaps chronically. I say out of about 50 fish caught, and on my silvers to golds, I've had like at least nearly a dozen line snaps on this rig with a £44.9. I do hate it though when the it goes red on that circle. So he's still not tired enough to come in yet. It is like, like a few people said, it's more realistic fishing in this game. Sometimes I agree, but sometimes I disagree. I know that, bringing the massive fish can take up to an hour or so. I've seen people bringing like a 25-30 pound carp. It's taking any time between 30 minutes and an hour. They do like to take a bloody long time to come in, these bigger fish. I did get a diamond on one of these rigs, which took quite a while to bring in. and I mean a bloody long time. It took me about 20 minutes real time, in real time, to bring him in, and my finger was killing me on that controller. I think it's going to be a pretty sizable silver though. I don't think it's going to be gold. But it might be, I don't know. Not had many gold Taimens yet. I've had a couple, but not many. So I can't tell there is a way to find out what golds and what silvers and, you know, specific fish you've had. I know there is a way of like showing you what fish you've caught, but when you go into the screen options where it shows you like the biggest fish you got, it doesn't give you a page of like how many silvers, how many golds, how many bronzes of that specific fish. Why do my fingers hurting? I've got like a dent in my finger. I just hope they will be able to put rod holders on the boats later, because in that way you can have two rods out. No, one on the boat and one in your hand. I tell you, I was doing, if this was in real life, I'd be tired and worn out and bored. I'll probably just snap the line, thinking that, oh, I ain't gonna get that in, fuck it, snap the line. I think the biggest carp I've ever caught was like a 22 pound, and that took a while to bring in, and that's on the competition. Didn't win anything, because some other guy came in late and fucking outbeat us all. Should be coming in a minute. If he doesn't put up a bigger fight and suddenly zoom out and go to another 50 feet. Right, so yeah, so see some of the silvers, like, you know, bloody big and £75, 41,000 score, 519 coins. So I'll show you on here. That's my biggest one, £126, and I caught that on a shitty setup. Honey, I tell you, I was well surprised to bring him in. Well surprised. But it don't show you what's going on? It don't show you so it does inspect. Tells you that, but I wish they showed you an option where you can see like all the best Taimens you bought, you know, like caught. Now I still need to get a lot of diamonds as well, but I want to get a bigger rig set up first. I'm trying to stop it at 50. You know, I do catch them bottom, but they're not as always that big ones, you know. I'm trying to find that what size hook's the best hook to use, and what bait's the best one to use to get the diamonds and whatnot. Now that's not a big one, that might be a bronze. I think that's going to be a bronze actually. Yeah, it's going to be a bronze. It's a baby one. 1,000. That could be a silver, if not a bigger bronze. Yeah, I think it's going to be another bronze or small silver.